So if you were watching a Call of Duty Modern Warfare video back in 2010, then you most likely would have seen the intro pop up at the start of a video. But let me ask you a question. When was the last time you ever saw this intro pop up at the start of a video? Machinima used to be a YouTube network back in the early 2010s where the gaming creators could partner with them to get exchange half of the revenue to them. Machinima supported a lot of the big creators such as Pyrocynical, Hutch, PewDiePie, CNanners. Machinima was the perfect opportunity for the gaming content creators to earn money because if you didn't know, back in the day when the partnership first came out on YouTube, gaming content creators rarely ever got the chance to monetize their own content. So when Machinima came into play, you're able to partner with them and monetize your gaming content and make money off of them. However, by 2015, signs began showing that Machinima was beginning to evolve into a bad reputation.
It needs more hate. This is the only time where I'm actually saying, please circle jerk about how bad Machinima are, and I know how shit it was and how shit their company is as a whole.
YouTube networking was starting to become useless because around this time, YouTube had already allowed the gaming content creators to use their partnership program, so they could just monetize their own gameplay without Machinima. Then by 2019, Machinima had completely went out of business, deleting every single one of the videos while firing all 81 of their employees. In this video, boys, we're doing another Rise and Fall video, this one being on the YouTube network Machinima, aka the many scams that they did. So Machinima dates all the way back to the year 2000, where the website was created by Hugh Hancock in California. Years down the line, we're in the year 2006, where Machinima will create the YouTube channel. And since it was in 2006, there wasn't very much competition because, well, it was fucking 2006, a year after YouTube was created. And Machinima played it smart. They didn't just come onto YouTube and upload their own videos. Machinima would actually get into marketing YouTube networks, because back in the 2000s, Machinima was actually a video sharing platform, and it would make sense to do the same thing onto another video sharing platform, which was rising in popularity, which was YouTube. And then because partnership came out in 2007, 2008, it was already difficult enough for just normal creators to get into it, and it was especially hard for the gaming content creators to get into it, because YouTube didn't want to have to deal with copyright laws and all that shit, so they refused to monetize any gaming content. For example, a YouTuber by the name of Darkside Film had uploaded a video in 2010 of him playing the game Splinter Cell. Then when the video was posted, the developer of the game had contacted YouTube and got Darkside Film's entire channel deleted, which really does show how video making has come a long way. So with gaming content creators not able to earn money, this is where Machinima had came into play, where you were guaranteed to monetize your content and make money. It would work like this: you would sign a contract for a few years with Machinima, and then they would pay you 60% of the revenue to you, and they would keep 40% of the revenue to themselves. And it may seem like a huge blow that they're only giving you 60% of the revenue to you and keeping the other 40%, but since it was either sign that contract for X amount of years to monetize your gaming content and make money off it, or decline the offer and make nothing. It was either the highway or the low way, I forgot what it was called. But anyway, creators just saw this opportunity to finally be able to make money off their gaming videos.
Yes, in fact, I have been contacted by Machinima, which is a very good thing for me, because then I can earn some money for what it is that I do.
And the creators had that feeling to upload a video onto a channel for 5 million subscribers to have 5 million people able to view their gaming videos, which at the time seemed like an absolute dream. In 2012, Machinima had reached 5 million subscribers, which they became the 4th biggest channel on YouTube of all time. Machinima had also introduced a talent manager to their creators, where essentially there would be another person to guide the creators to success.
They set me up with a talent manager, and he's basically the guy that co-signed the contract, and he was basically someone that watched over me and gave me advice, tips, and this sounded really good originally. I was like, oh my god, I've got someone watching my back, I've got my own talent manager, this is amazing.
So it seemed like that everyone loved Machinima and everyone wanted to be a Machinima creator. So you may be asking, what really went downhill for Machinima? I mean, really, what happened? Well, several things really would happen. Around this time, Machinima would begin handing out 3 to 7 year long contracts, even lifelong contracts, and YouTube creators blindly signed the contract. This was because they knew in the long term they would make money off their videos. Machinima would also begin locking the creators into these lifelong contracts, not enabling them to leave, even while their channels were growing. And basically, when creators were not allowed to leave these 3 to 7 year long contracts, many creators would begin to just quit YouTube altogether. PewDiePie was once partnered with Machinima, and he had this to say about Machinima: "I was screwed over by Machinima, like many others, 4 years ago, but managed to get out luckily. It's mind-boggling to me how they can pull shit like this and get away with it. Unless Google steps up and put title leases on networks, YouTubers are gonna be the the ones who pays them the greediness. Hope your shit gets sorted out, dude. And in an ironic way, Machinima was actually helping creators to success, but when PewDiePie left Machinima to do this solo, he became the fastest and biggest growing channel on YouTube. Essentially, you were very, very lucky to get out of these contracts because no one was able to leave because you were stuck in 3-7-year-long contracts, even lifelong contracts, which is just terrifying to think. Like, you are gonna be stuck in here for life, you can't get out. Like, that's just not good. And interestingly enough, KSI was also very disgusted with what Machinima was doing, so was Pyrocynical, who was once partnering with Machinima.
Machinima is a company that gives little to no help to the small channels. I was once a small channel and the support from their staff was below par. There was a point last year where my YouTube channel was terminated by YouTube for a reason that is yet unknown. And when I asked Machinima for help, they didn't even know who I was.
There were even times where Machinima would sneak in extra months or years into contracts without even telling the creator about it.
Learned 2 or 3 months ago that he slipped an extra 7 months under my nose. That my contract was ending in 2017 instead of 2016.
When the smaller creators first started with Machinima, they weren't really making nothing, considering the fact that you had to be partnering with Machinima to even make money off your gaming content. Then when their channels would begin to grow really fast, the creators would really see how much money they can make without Machinima, because, well, Machinima was taking 40% of the earnings from the creator, while you only got 60% of it. Machinima had promised his talent manager to guide you to success. However, when the creator would sign the contract with a talent manager, this talent manager would just disappear and leave the creator alone.
Now, nearly instantly, I regretted signing the contract because the second I signed it, my talent manager suddenly said that he was busy, and he only said that after I had signed the contract. And he said he was going away on a business trip and I'd basically be on my own for the next 5 to 6 weeks. So basically over a month I'd be completely in the dark.
Then after a while, it just seemed like Machinima wasn't really a great way to grow your channel. Reasons being was because there were hundreds, thousands of videos being uploaded on Machinima daily or weekly, and no one's going to go into the Machinima homepage to click on your channel separately. That's just not really what people do. Then by 2014, 2015, gaming creators didn't really need Machinima anymore because around this time, gaming creators could now monetize their own content with YouTube now, and they didn't really need YouTube networks anymore. And the whole reason people were joining Machinima in the first place was because they wanted to earn money and monetize their own gaming videos and have this talent manager to help grow their channel. However, YouTube would already allow their creators to monetize their own content now, and YouTube would have all this other stuff to help the creators grow their channel, so there's really no need to use Machinima anymore. So what does this mean for Machinima now? Well, they had thousands and thousands of 3 to 7 year long contracts, even lifetime contracts from 2009 expiring, and no one was signing new contracts because, you know, there was no need to. Plus, Machinima's reputation was going downhill as many creators started to slander Machinima in every way they could to expose them for the scummy things and shady things they were doing. Then in 2016, Machinima was then acquired by the company Warner Bros. Entertainment, and then they'd be taken over by AT&T in 2018. So as the years went down, Machinima started to fade away from the YouTube landscape. Then by 2019, Machinima had ultimately deleted every single video from their channel, firing all 81 of their employees, and would announce that they would be officially shutting down and merging into a different company. So we can clearly see what went down here for Machinima. They started off as a video sharing platform in the 2000s and 2010s for people to upload underneath them to grow their channels to earn money. However, Machinima really just took advantage of the naive creators who blindly signed contracts, handing out 37-year to lifelong contracts, locking them in these contracts, not letting them to leave, and had the entire YouTube community exposing Machinima for the scummy things they were doing to their creators. So we can keep pointing out all the bad shit Machinima has done, screwed over many creators, sneaking extra months of the contracts, just general scumbag things. However, love them or hate them, Machinima is always going to be remembered back in the Modern Warfare and Halo days, back when saying nigger was okay in lobbies to do. Just don't say that, you fucking white kid. But people are going to remember back in those days clicking onto a video and seeing this intro pop up at the beginning of a video. So if you guys enjoyed this little downfall video, then consider subscribing and drop a like if you want to, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.